Hey, welcome. So, when I say the word lipids, your mind probably goes straight to fats, right? But that's just like chapter 1 of a massive story. Lipids are also the architects of sense, the painters of our natural world, and the tiny messengers running our cellular command centers. So let's dive in and uncover their secrets, and we're going to start with a pretty interesting question.
Just think about that for a second. What on earth could connect the sharp, fresh scent of a pine forest with the bright orange of a carrot? I know, it seems completely random, but the answer reveals this really beautiful and, believe it or not, surprisingly simple design principle in nature.
And the answer? It all comes down to a really fascinating class of lipid molecules called terpenes. You could think of them as the unsung artists behind so many of nature's most iconic smells and colors.
Okay, so what exactly are these terpenes? Well, they're this huge, incredibly diverse family of molecules, but they all share one big secret. Every single one of them is built from the exact same, simple 5-carbon building block called isoprene. Seriously, think of it like nature's favorite Lego brick.
And this right here is the crucial point. From all the amazing complexity we see in the world, the vitamins we need, the pigments that give things color, the scents we smell, it all boils down to this one simple repeating block. It's just a fantastic example of molecular efficiency.
And here it is. This is that building block, isoprene. You can see its full chemical structure and then the shorthand that scientists use. This simple little 5-carbon molecule is that favorite Lego brick I was talking about. And the incredible part is just how many different things you can build simply by snapping these together in new ways.
All right, so let's see what happens when we actually start linking these blocks together. You are going to be surprised at how quickly we go from these simple little structures to molecules that are absolutely essential for life as we know it. So let's start small. When you link just 2 isoprene units together, you get a family of molecules called monoterpenes. These are the light, volatile molecules that are often responsible for the very distinct aromas of plants. For example, you know that sharp, zesty smell of a lemon? Yep, that's limonene. Or the delicate, fresh scent of a rose? That's citronellal. Both of them are monoterpenes, and both are built from just 2 of those isoprene Legos.
Okay, now what if we double it? When we combine 4 isoprene units, we form diterpenes, and this is where things get really fundamental to our biology. We're moving way beyond just pleasant smells and into the core machinery of life itself.
It is just incredible what these can do. Retinal, that's the molecule in your eyes that literally absorbs light and allows you to see. It's a diterpene. And so is phytol, which is a key piece of the chlorophyll molecule that powers photosynthesis. I mean, think about that. From just 4 simple blocks, nature builds vision and the very foundation of the food chain. Wild.
So you can see the pattern here, right? As we keep adding more and more isoprene units, the molecules and their jobs just get more complex. Link 6 units and you get triterpenes like squalene, which our bodies use to make cholesterol. Link 8 and you get tetraterpenes like beta-carotenoid, and that is the pigment in carrots that our body turns into vitamin A. It's this beautiful story of complexity just emerging from utter simplicity.
But wait, there's more. Lipids aren't just building blocks for other molecules. They also form the very fabric of our cells. And in doing that, they create this dynamic message board, holding on to signals that are ready to be released at a moment's notice.
Every single one of your cells is surrounded by what's called a phospholipid bilayer, basically a fatty membrane that acts as a barrier. But this barrier isn't just a simple wall, it's also a reservoir. Locked away inside the very molecules that form the membrane are potential chemical messages, just sitting there, waiting for the signal to be released.
So how do we unlock those messages? How does a cell get a signal from its outer membrane into the interior to tell it what to do next? Well, it uses a really precise and elegant tool.
Everybody meet the phospholipases. These are special enzymes that act like a tiny pair of molecular scissors. Their whole job is to find a specific phospholipid in that membrane and make a super precise cut, which releases a smaller molecule that then acts as a powerful, localized signal. The whole process is just so elegant and precise. So, an external trigger of some kind activates the enzyme. Then, it zeroes in on a very specific bond on a phospholipid, and this specificity is everything. Depending on whether it cuts at point A, C, or D, it releases a totally different messenger molecule. So with one little snip, a signal is launched to carry out a specific mission inside the cell.
And just to give you a sense of how incredibly powerful this mechanism is, nature's actually weaponized it.
A lot of snake venoms contain a type of phospholipase too, but instead of sending a careful signal, it just shreds the cell membranes of red blood cells, causing them to burst. It's a pretty deadly application of the same basic tool.
In our bodies, of course, these molecular scissors are way more constructive. Different phospholipases make different cuts, releasing unique messengers. So phospholipase C, for instance, releases signals that regulate a whole cascade of internal cell processes. And phospholipase A2, the same type that's in venom, releases molecules that are absolutely crucial for triggering inflammation when we get injured, and others that are vital for brain development and cell growth. So as we start to bring this all together, you can see that lipids play these two profoundly important and really distinct roles in biology. They're both the static building materials and the dynamic messengers.
It really all comes down to this stunning dual nature. Lipids are both the brick and the text message. On one hand, they provide the physical structures, like the terpenes that form the pigments we see and the vitamins we need. But on the other hand, they are a rapid response signaling system, releasing messengers that control everything from inflammation to brain development.
It's just a beautiful system of elegance and efficiency, all built from simple blocks and precise molecular scissors. It kind of leaves you wondering, what other profound secrets are still hidden in the molecules that build our world? Thanks for diving into this with me.